All right, man. Word on the street is the Lions are favorites to some of the favorites to land Chase Young and Mike Evans in the trade. Mike Evans did not get a contract done before the trade deadline. He didn't get a contract done, um, so that's something to look at as well too. So they can't. You don't have to pay him until next year. Um, at the end of the day, man, he'll probably be a free agent, being in his 30s, probably won't franchise tag him um, at all. But I don't think Chase Young played this year yet, maybe to an injury. So at the end of the day, I think that he on the last year of his deal. I think they declined his fifth year option. Hardy really didn't want to be there. That's kind of been the word on the street that he didn't want to be in down there in DC. I think he's from the Maryland area, so I don't know if it was the franchise or not. But Vegas has Detroit as one of the top spots for two Pro Bowlers laying next. So shout out to A to Z Sports. So it says Detroit Lions are a fun, exciting team right now. They're also a good team. With a good team comes good players wanting to come play for you. Bet online, one of the biggest sporting betting outlets in the world. Believe Lions could be landing a spot for two Pro Bowl caliber players that could move any day now. First one is Tampa Bay Buccaneers receiver Mike Evans. Just a couple weeks ago, Evans gave the Buccaneers a deadline for when he would like to get a contract. That deadline was last Saturday. He was not didn't has not received an extension yet. There's reason to believe that he could either be traded or he be hitting the free agent market in March. Bet Online has the Lions 7-1 to be Evans' next home. Chiefs, Jets, Bills are in front of them. We talked not too long about the possibility of Evans in Detroit. It's pretty high possibility if Evans is able to come to a team with the idea that he's not going to get a lengthy deal from anyone due to him being 30 years old. Now, to talk about a deal that have to happen after the season, you probably talking about a 2 or 3 year deal. Mike Evans is a big guy that can run down the field, get those 50-50 balls. Exactly what Detroit looking for, a good mentor. For JMO and those guys too. Him and JMO could do his thing on the outside, have Josh Reynolds spelling them and let, Khalif and the kid Sun God work the inside. And I like to see that. I mean, you'll want to see them kind of go for it. Now, Mike Evans has had his hamstring injuries, he's had those. So that's something you got to look at and probably try to manage him coming down the season to make sure he remains healthy. But I like the idea of if somebody stretching the field. I mean, who you going to double, who you going to bracket. And if it work out, then you find a way to pay him, for 2 or 3 year deals, make him happy. If you work out and you win and he don't want to stay here, that's fine and dandy too. We got our year worth out of him, but really good spot for him. I think him and Golfer had great rapport. Um, he ain't as speedy as Jameson Williams, but he got size and he got a lot more size and he can get down the field. So to me, it's a match made in heaven for what they looking for, and he's a professional. You don't hear too much diva stuff out of him. Nah, he lose his mind when he played Marshawn Lattimore, and Lattimore get the best of him. But at the end of the day, we only got to play them one time this year, and that's in no, that's in week 13. So I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll love to get back at him, you know. But to me, I make that call. To me, I make that call with ease. I make that call with ease. I make that call with ease. See what they want for them. It's better than letting them hit the market and not get nothing for it. So to me, that's a no brainer. That's a true no brainer right there, and I think most people would agree with me on that. I make that call. Now between him and DeAndre Hopkins, kind of thinking like Hopkins more of a possession receiver, chain mover. He can get down the field and do some things still and win those 50-50 ball. Mike Evans, somebody that's gonna get vertical. Somebody remind you of Randy Moss. He tall guy, gonna get vertical, running deep routes, not gonna do too much across the middle. You let that be for Laporta and Sun God and Jameer Gibbs. He ain't gonna do all of that. So that's what he gonna do, you know. But nonetheless, uh another guy, player that's we talked about, Commanders edge rusher Chase Young is expected to be moved at some point, and Bet Online has the Lions with 3-1 odds, being a team to trade from. The Bears are the only team ahead of the Lions. He said the Young is currently injured and expected to miss the Commanders matchup with the Denver Broncos. Once he's healed up, who knows what's next move for him. It just hasn't worked out well in Washington the last couple years after a huge rookie season that saw him take home Defensive Rookie of the Year award. You know, this is a trade that shouldn't cost the Lions much more than a day 3 pick to get done. This could bolster their edge group even more with a move like this and have a solid answer opposite of Aiden Hutchinson. So, yeah, I mean, I like the Chase Young thing, man. You taking a chance on him. I mean, between paying much on there and hopefully, he will want to come play here. Hopefully, you can kind of kick the tires on if he would like to come play here or not. If he didn't want to come play here or not, then you don't take that chance on him. It's as simple as that. But but um but yeah, I'll keep the tires on the day 3 pick. Put him on the edge, get somebody opposite of Mike Evans. Excuse me, of Aiden Hutchinson, and see if he can do it. But physically, if he don't check out, then it's like, no, I'm good. Mentally, if he don't want to be here, then it's like, no, I'm good. You know. So, does he want to come here and play? And that's both question for both guys. If Mike Evans want to come here, if they don't want to come here and play, then, I don't think I don't think it's gonna be a tough sell to get Brad Holmes to trade for him. I think it's a tough sell, but nonetheless, that's my opinion on it. But if I had to pick one, I'm probably gonna go with Chase. I'm probably gonna go with Mike Evans. You know, but that's my opinion. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere, man. Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcast, well, just Spotify, excuse me. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Check out my main channel, Goodfella TV, for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. Appreciate y'all. Peace.